Hi everyone, this is Chubby Berry here. So today I just want to show you the notepad holder that I have done. I've actually made some changes to add on this pen, and then initially when I do it inside, I just put a pocket here so that it can just slot it in. But after I try out, like we try to move it around, it tends to slip off. It's like if we move too much. So I just make some changes, and mainly this inspiration is from Mei made it, so I just like follow how she cut all this thing. But except for inside, instead of gluing down, I actually still do a slot here so that the person after using it is still able to change it. And I got this memo pads, which is cost me only 30 cents for one pad. So I got a few of it so that my niece is able to decorate it. Yep, so these are the few that I have bought for her to decorate for her Teacher's Day gift. So let me focus more on how what's the difference between the previous and now. Okay, so this is like instead of previously I have put a lot of extension out. Actually now I don't really, because I feel that it is more stable when it is like lesser. But for this one I still make some borders for it, so it may be a bit flimsy, but I feel it look nicer. Then over here I still have this design for her to write her sentiments on it, and the front is still the same, and then I just do add this pen on top of it. Yeah, so the only main difference is that I changed this let me put this out. Okay, so if I pull this thing out, it's a bit harder to put it out, but I think it's still alright, like if I want to change a new one. So this is the slot that is like holding on to it. Yeah, you can actually decorate it, but I don't see the necessary for it. So this is what I have done. And if you like to know how I make this one, continue watching the video. I'm just going to do a simple easy tutorial on how I make this notepad holder, and hope you like it. Alright, so here what I have to use is to make the notepad holder. I have this A4 size craft stock paper, and then you can get any color paper that you want. This is only just like for decorating the outside, so I don't any color of a choice. And then I have this I'm going to do the pattern paper, so we're going to have this pattern paper. And then for this one, for this and the inside greeting cards, I'm using this die from AliExpress. So this is the outer die. For this one I'm going to use this, and for this I'm using the for the sentiments I'm using the largest die over here. Link down below for this where you can get this die set. And then for, of course, you will also need a notepad. This is A6 size, and I have the so this is what I have cut out, okay, using this die. And you need some adhesive glue. I have the foam tape in order to put a bit of dimension on it. It is not a lot, so I don't think it really will cut in the back if they want to put it in, but I just want to have some dimension on it, so I just put a layer of foam tape. And definitely your scissors and any decorations. For me, my hamster mouse, I have this over here. Yeah, and of course your scoreboard, scoring boards, so that you can have all these things being scored properly. So let's get started with the tutorial. Alright, so for the craft paper, we are going to cut it down to the size of the length is going to be 10.5 by 6.5. So we're going to cut down from any craft paper to 10.5 by 6.5. I'm using an A4 size paper, and then from here we are going to do the scoring at so the long side we're going to score 4.5, followed by 5, and followed by 5.5. After I scored it, you see that you're going to fold this thing. You're going to fold the first score line. You just fold it. Just fold it and varnish it. And then you see the longer side. So we have this longer side here. We're going to pull this thing back. And then we're going to fold this thing over again. So it's like when it you see that this is longer over here, and what it's going to do is that this is going to be the gusset, and this is going to be the bottom of it. So once they have the gusset, you will actually mat this end. So for this, and from the angle here, it's going to be the same. And the angle here will be the same size, and all these are half inch to create the valley. That is where we got the 3 lines. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a pen to mark where we would like to position it. Let me take this. Okay, so this is this shall be the memo pads that is going to lay on top of here. So we're going to have a memo pad that is going to be laid on top of here, and then what we're going to have is like we want to see where we like to position the pen to be. So probably it's around here, because the size is almost the same, so I can roughly measure it from here. And what we're going to do is probably we just try to center it, and then this valley, it doesn't matter which side. So you're going to take like where you want to position the pen to be, and then what we're going to do is that this is the clip, and this is where the point we're going to meet. So I just roughly jot down that I'm going to mark it here to here. Okay, so I just do these 2 lines, and then what I'm going to do is you just have to hold it here because they are both meeting it together, and then just create a snip on it, not to exceed the line. Do not exceed the line. So you just have a very small snip. So this shall be what is going to hold on the pen. So it depends on the pen cap size. You can do a full length, but I don't think it's necessary. I just do a small one, it's good enough. So this is how it's going to see. So once you have a snip, you can actually push it up here. This is where it actually creates, this is where it creates the holder for me to hold the pen. Yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to tape. So this is, you can see that this is the shorter side. If you flip here, this is the shorter side. Okay, so this is shorter and this is larger panel. So what we're going to do is we're going to tape down the one that is near to the larger panel one. A double-sided tape down, but do not tape the place that you have actually cut. So tape this thing down over to the longer side. So with this flap is not having any adhesive. So we just push it down over here, and then we give it a good varnish on it so that it can close it up. And then after which we can just pop this thing out, and there you go, your notebook structure is almost done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I put this notepad holder over here. If you cut your from an A4 size or whatever, there should be a spare strip that you can have it. What I'm going to do is I just roughly eyeball it. So this is my notebook. So what I'm going to do is that I just slot this thing up all the way in to the maximum for both sides. And what you're going to do is you are going to fold it over. Any length is okay for it. I don't mind anything at all. So what we're going to do is we are going to have this one fold it over so that we can get just a rough size of it. You can get a rough size. This is how the size is going to be. It doesn't matter if it doesn't meet or whatever. So this is going to be like tape it down. So I'm going to tape this thing, put adhesive, and then I'm going to tape it down over here so that this will be like the holder for it and it will not fall off. So let's just tape it down. And then from here, just hold on to it. Just make sure you hold on to it, and all you have to do is just eyeball it in, place the area that you really want to put it at. Okay, all right, so it's done here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pop this thing out, and we're going to decorate the page for this. So because I scored it at 4.5, from here to here is 4.5, So my decorative page will be a quarter inch smaller for the length and the width. Cut out first. So this is two pages of 4¼ by 6¼ and I'm going to have another smaller ones at which is, so the pink color one is 4¼ by 6¼ and for this page I use 4 by 6. So this is the measurement, but it is really up to you because this is just decoration. So what I'm going to do is I just going to tape this thing down. So we're going to add this score tape over here. And I'm going to put this one on top of here, which I have already added the tape. So we're going to take this thing over here and we're going to lay it on top of here. So we have our cover page almost done, and now I'm going to take this one and to glue it over here. Alright, so and the mouse probably we're going to put it here. Alright, this one I'm going to use the foam tape. It's just a very thin layer so that it will actually it actually gives some dimension to it. It doesn't look everything very flat by doing so. This thing here, this stinky cute mouse over here. Alright, and now we move on to key. This is, and then we move it on to the inner. So for the inside, what we're going to do is that we're going to put this over here and we're going to add this one over here for her to write sentiments. So likewise, I'm going to put the glue. Alright, so now our memo pad is done. So what I'm going to do is I only left with writing the teacher's name. After discuss with her, she want to write her teacher's name here, and then she will just write Happy Teacher's Day inside here. So there you see, you can just put your pen inside here, solder it in, and this thing clip nicely here. So this is what we have. So I hope you like this tutorial. It may be a bit long, but do give it a try. And I also will link Mei made it tutorial in case you don't really understand what I'm trying to write about. So hope you like it. Thank you. Bye.